Hi, it's Lainey Bishop, your manager at Lainey Bees, which is not named after me, despite what all of our customers think. And I'm so excited to meet with you again today about how we are going to have our employees build positive customer relations with our new customers coming from Juliet's, and how we are going to honor their money for their gift cards for the next 30 days. So, what I want to start off with is the nature of positive customer relations, because obviously this is a key part to how we are going to make these customers that were loyal to another store loyal to us. So, building customer relationships is important because having long-term mutual beneficial relationships between a customer and a company is what builds the company. And these relationships are built by having a stable company and by providing them with positive experiences. We want them to trust our company and we want to trust them. So, to do this, we have to make our customers feel important. We want them to feel like people and not just money going into our revenue. So we want to always be thinking about the next purchase rather than this one, and be thinking about how we're going to draw them back in rather than how we're going to close out this particular sale, which obviously we want to do both, but it is important to think about having a continuous goal with this customer rather than just having them be a one transaction sale. So we want to listen to them. We want our employees to actually listen to what they are saying rather than just dismiss them or send them to the checkout. We want them to hear their feedback and tell higher people up like me or you what's going on so that we can possibly think of solutions to their problems. We need a relationship to be present with these customers to help them feel connected to our business. And building relationships with customers is important. To do this, we have to have a positive attitude, develop a route report, show that we care, and follow up with them, which I will get into later. So building relationships builds a clientele, and clienteles are very important. Thinking of our clients as individuals rather than, as I said, rather than just money, rather than a singular transaction benefits the company. And every time we meet new clients, we have to make sure that we're discussing their needs. Every time a client comes to us with a concern, we need to address that problem and always think that the customer is always right and our employees are not. We have to drill that message into their head, make sure that they are being friendly with the customer. They are, even if what they're saying seems ridiculous to the employee needs to not dismiss them. So we want to make a list of our clients also so that we can reach out to them through email or social media or whatever other new communication channels come in the future. And we want to make sure that we know who our current customers are so that when things like sales and rewards come along, that we can give them to our loyal customers. And we have to make sure our employees always have in mind that the customers make the company. Our company is nothing without customers, because we wouldn't be making any sales and then there'd be no Lainey Bees. So we want to make sure that our business knows that our client's business is the most important thing ever, and to strive for consistency to build a clientele. So there's certain ways that we can build a clientele and positive relations. And one of those is through a positive company image. And we can build that through employee performance. So our employees need to acknowledge the customer's perception of the company rather than an employee's perception. So we want to make sure that they're thinking through the customer's eyes when they're communicating with the customer and when they're helping them find clothes or maybe look something up for them online that's out of stock. We'll make sure that they're thinking as if they were a customer shopping in the store and how they'd want to be treated, and have our employees treat our customers in that way. And if something very important that we need to make sure our employees know is that if a customer has a singular bad experience with a company, that'll be all they remember of Lainey Bees. There's no amount of advertisements or word of mouth communication or sales that can change a bad experience, especially if it is their first impression, because those are extremely important. And the new customers coming in from Juliet's will most likely be new time customers because they were going to another store consistently. So we want to make sure that our employees give off a great first impression. They need to be clean, professionally friendly, and we want them to act like they enjoy their job, whether it's true or not. They need to sit there and act like they like working at Lainey Bees, which who would not? But anyways, we want to make sure that our employees actually help our customers. I know a big turnoff for me when I walk into a clothes store is when the employees are just kind of sitting there and they don't address me and they don't try to help me if I need help, it makes me just think of the store as a lazy corporation. And we want to be assertive and kind and helpful, especially helpful. So through those things, we can create this positive company image, and our employee performance is what will get us there. So follow-up strategies after we have the customer comes in, they purchase their item, they get help from the employee, they have a positive interaction, and they make their purchase and they walk out with a smile on their face. We want to make sure they have some follow-ups. So as I said before, emailing them about sales, upcoming holiday events, anything that is new with our store, we want to make sure we email them, have a list of these emails for our clientele list. We want to keep lines of communication open, have responsive people on our phone lines, having people email back when there are serious concerns, and being available for our customers. We don't want to just seem like this huge company that doesn't care about their customers, because our customers are who we are. We want to always, like I said before, be thinking of a second sale rather than the first. We want consistency. We don't just want a one-time transaction. We want to provide new and valuable information. We don't just want to tell our customers about old products. We want to have new products ideas coming. We want to tell them about new events, new sales, new social media posts, something, so that they're not bored of our company and they don't think that we're lazy. We want to follow up, but not too often. We don't want to be annoying, but we do want to be persistent. We want to be clear to the point. Our messages should say exactly what we want to communicate with our customers, and we should not try to sit there and stall and take up their time. So now that you understand exactly why we're going to build up a clientele, create these positive relations, create a positive company image, and why we need to have positive employee interactions, we need to discuss how honoring Juliet's gift cards will lead to this bigger clientele. So obviously, the customers at Juliet are shopping for the same products at Lainey B's, plus size clothing. And now that the store's gone, they need a new store to be loyal to if they're loyal to Juliet. And people don't get gift cards for any random store. If your friends or family are buying you gift cards, it's for stores that you care about and stores that you are most likely loyal to. So these old loyal customers lost their store that they loved and they need a new one. Now, there aren't that many popular and trendy clothes stores for plus size people. So we want to be that new consistent store for these customers. So Lainey B store employees can build relationships with customers who are using these gift cards specifically by complimenting their clothes and asking if they're from Juliet's. If they get a yes out of the new customer, which they most likely will, they can follow up by saying, oh, we're going to actually be getting in touch with Juliet's designers and asking them if they can create a few new products for our store, just to make you guys, our new customers from Juliet's, feel more welcomed and have products that you guys love. If I was a customer from Juliet's, this statement would draw me in. It would make me want to come back to the store. It would make me just feel welcome and at home at this new company after being so loyal to my previous store. And it would be very comforting. So we also want to make sure our employees are kind, knowledgeable, and respectful. These customers are coming in with high expectation from Juliet's. It was a much smaller chain than ours. It only had 25 stores. We have over 700. We don't want them to just feel like they're getting lost in our company. We want to make them feel like they matter and they're important. And to end their transaction with these new customers, we'll ask them if they want to sign up for a rewards card. This will draw them in. It will get them points, possibly new discounts and other reasons to come back to our store and make sure that this is not a one-time transaction, but a loyal and continuous purchase. I hope you enjoyed listening to my ideas, and I'm very excited for our follow-up meeting in 1 week to see if this 30-day plan is working out. Bye.